All right, what's up, ladies and germs? Welcome back to the show. It is June 14th, 2026, 10:05 a.m. I'm here with Illy. What's up, Illy? Good
What's up,
morning.
everybody? Good morning.
We've been trying to get together all weekend. This is like
Mhm.
the third time's a charm. So Anna's,
Right?
I said the third time's a charm. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
Anna's not here. I should have invited her, but I felt like I was it's like probably like 6 o'clock in the afternoon there in Kenya. So I didn't know.
Mhm.
I didn't want to. This would have been the third time this weekend. She's been here twice already. So, but
Ah,
no, I wanted to make sure that I was gonna put something out by myself this morning if we couldn't get together. But I'm
mhm.
glad that you made it. I appreciate
Me
you guys.
too.
And you guys are both doing a great job. Appreciate you both.
Mhm.
Um,
I mean, she's behind the scenes, always doing some directing stuff. So
right.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just kicking ass, taking names.
exactly.
But yeah, people been messaging me like asking me when's the new episode gonna come out because we didn't record last weekend either, So I'm like, I got to put something out. But
Okay.
it's all good. So current events. The Knicks won the NBA championship, and I was going to talk about it Friday because
Hmm.
I think it was Game 3. They lost in New York, and they started rioting and shit.
I remember that. Yep,
Seen some
Madison
video.
Square.
Did you hear about that? Yeah, I seen
Hmm.
some videos, man. They were off the hook. Like
Hmm.
people that didn't even want to be involved in this shit. Like I seen this old Indian dude
Hmm.
just trying to get out of there, and people were trying to set his hair on fire and shit. It's like, yeah,
Whoa!
it was insane.
Damn.
Honestly, after I seen that video, I was like, I hope the Knicks lose, but
They won.
that's yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Oh
the
man.
fans though, not the players. So
Exactly.
I guess I shouldn't have felt that way. And
The
not all the
professional.
fans are like that. You can't discount the entire fan base because of a few people were acting like assholes.
I agree.
Um,
100%. Some fans
um,
go crazy though. I mean, loyalty to a team or diehard fans. That's I don't know which one's harder. Certain wars or diehard fans, because either way, I mean,
yeah,
yeah, to the
yeah, it's
end.
crazy. And
Exactly.
then back home in Ireland, did you hear about the beheading?
No, what happened?
Let me see. Um,
I have some friends out in Ireland, so
so a Sudanese asylum seeker identified as Hadi Alodid was charged
mhm.
with attempted murder after a brutal knife attack in North Belfast on June 9th, 2026, which appeared to be an attempted beheading.
Mm.
The victim, Stephen Ogilvy, a 40-year-old NHS radiology technician, remains in hospital with serious injuries, including the loss of an eye.
Oh my
The
goodness.
incident captured on graphic video sparked anti immigration riots across Belfast and Northern Ireland, with masked protesters setting fire to homes believed to house migrants, vehicles, and public infrastructure. So they were just setting shit on fire. While the attack occurred in a Catholic nationalist area and was stopped by local residents, the subsequent unrest saw rare cross community solidarity between loyalist and Republican groups targeting migrants, prompting widespread condemnation from political leaders and police. So
Hmm.
that's crazy.
It is
Uh,
honestly, um, because
if
it's
if
like
you
right now.
think if you think the United States is divided,
Hmm.
Ireland is worse.
It is.
It's bad. Have you been over there?
No, so a lot of my friends, when I was younger, I used to do Friends Forever. So I have a friend named Gavin. And also growing up from like over in the East Coast, big Irish community.
Yeah,
The North, it's Protestants and Catholic Church. There was a lot of bombings that were going in between them, and so we learned a lot about it. But that's why I'm like I was waiting for you to mention something with like a religion. Like so when you said like a huge Catholic area, I can imagine
yeah,
that because it's I mean the culture is great. It's very welcoming, but at the same time, it's like when things get stirred up. So I can completely understand. Like it's wild.
right. Um, it's kind of weird because maybe because I'm a conspiracy theorist and I'm not crazy about the government, but
Mhm.
I mean, it really doesn't have anything to do with the government. But I just don't. I'm not crazy about the Pope and the Vatican and all that. And
Mhm.
my mother was a Catholic, all right,
Mhm.
and my dad was a Protestant, and I wound up being a Protestant basically,
Mhm.
and so I had my attitude would put me like in the more like so let's say if I was back home in Ireland, I'd probably join the IRA. You know what I mean?
What?
But I'm not
Okay.
Catholic,
Understand.
you know. So it's just really divided over there. It's crazy. But it
It's
goes by
really is.
religion,
Mhm.
not so much your political ideology. So it's weird.
Mhm. No, I agree. There's a movie, isn't it, with Leonardo DiCaprio? Not Gangs of New York, but I think there was one where he actually played. He was part of the IRA group out there, and they were doing a quick bombing or something for something political. The police came and they were held up hostage, and I mean, I think he barely escaped. It's a really good movie.
I don't remember. There was one way back in the day with Tommy Lee Jones was about the IRA too. That one was pretty good. I
Okay.
can't remember the name of it right now. um, yeah, so oh yeah, the Iran.
Hmm.
So we're supposedly, according to Trump, there might be a deal done right now. It's just not out in the news. Supposedly, like I was looking at it yesterday, they said within 24 hours they're going to have an agreement. But with
Finally.
that being said, Israel is hitting Beirut right now, and they're saying ahead of the U.S. Iran deal. This war is
Mm,
between Israel and Iran. They're still bombing, and they're saying U.S. Iran deal. It doesn't. It's it's like we're trying to make a deal with Iran, and
mhm.
Israel's still shooting missiles and shit. It's like they're not behaving. You
Exactly.
know,
Where's the
we're taking
mediation?
care of them like they're our kid, and they're not, and they're misbehaving, right?
Yes, I agree with that. I mean, I do. There was a comment earlier someone had earlier this weekend, right?
uh-huh.
So when I told you guys about my car, the
Yeah,
gentleman was
yeah.
so the tall gentleman, he super cool. His name's Omar. Shout out Omar. But basically he's Islam, and he was talking about he's from Ohio actually. So he was
Oh
talking
yeah.
about his my friend was telling his political perspective, and then he was like, "No, I don't agree." So he was like, "Oh, I forget what it was my friend had said where it was like something with the US and Israel or something." And he's like, "No, no, 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 no." He's like, "The Israel's causing more problems for the US. It's like big brother, little brother type stuff, but like real siblings, not."
Exactly.
Yeah. So it was funny when he mentioned that, and I was like, I just sat there quiet, listen,
Yeah,
hearing this, and I was like, I wish I was like recording this so I could like, it was a very different perspective, but it was funny.
yeah,
So.
yeah. I got a good friend from he's from Jordan,
Hmm.
and his name's actually Muhammad Ali, which is crazy, but and then he had a so he worked at a carryout back home in Akron,
Mhm.
and he had a dude that worked with that was also from Jordan. I think it was his cousin or something. His name was Rocky. So the
Oh
two
wow.
people that the two people that worked at the carryout was Muhammad Ali and Rocky.
Oh
But
my
we used to
god, that's
always
funny.
talk about geopolitics and shit like that. And
Mhm.
he was super knowledgeable about all kinds of stuff. I still remember when I first started getting into like conspiracies and shit.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say anyway. One of the maintenance workers at the shop that I was welding at,
Mhm.
he was like he was a conspiracy guy, like to the point of insanity. Like
Oh wow.
he he would what's that stuff they take that turns your skin blue? I think it's like I think it's like some kind of silver supplement. But if you
Oh,
take
magnesium or something like that.
if you take too much of it, it turns you like bluish purple.
Really?
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah. But he was taking that shit, and I tried to tell him like I've haven't heard good things about that. Like it turns you blue, you know. Like, but he was telling me about the Federal Reserve, right?
Mhm.
And me and my neighbor that I used to drink with, he was a veteran also. And so I came home from work one day, and this dude's name was Ray. What's up, Ray? He listens, and I was telling him, I'm like, did you know that all the people that are in charge of the Federal Reserve are not Americans? They're all from like other countries. He's
Really?
like, no, they're not. And so we were going down to the carryout to get beer.
Mhm.
And so Muhammad Ali was working. I said, hey, what do you know about the Federal Reserve? He
Oh
just
my.
started, he knew everybody's name, what country they were from. And Ray was just sitting there like shocked, like he couldn't believe it, like he's all about America and everything. And I'm like, the whole financial system is not even real. It's just paper.
Mhm.
And they're not even American citizens that the bank is borrowing from. It's the whole thing is just stupid.
It's crazy.
I don't know. I don't know how I got going on that rant, but I guess because I brought up Muhammad Ali from, he was also a Muslim. He was from
Mhm.
Jordan. So you talking about that guy at the car shop reminded me of him.
Yeah.
So did you get all that straightened out?
Yes, but check this out. I have so there's something going on with the coolant tank basically. Like the reservoir is fine. There's a small
Mm.
coolant leak. And so me, I mean, like again, I'm not trying to get a blown head gasket or anything. Car's fine, but it's just it keeps leaking coolant.
Yeah.
So I mean, bone dry, literally. I'm gonna go test it out later on today. Just drive down the street and drive back. But I need to just get this fixed. That's pretty much it. I put a new starter in, and I don't know if the heat. I heard there's combustion, or because of the heat, it can cause more pressure to come out. But I'm not 100% sure. It's just
So it's
something
leaking
really.
out of the block or the
So
radiator or what?
so it's leaking out. You know when you're pouring it in the actual little basket that's the reservoir where you actually pour the coolant in, right?
Oh
So with
yeah.
the so right
Plastic.
there, the plastic, yes. So imagine where the plastic's at. I have the thermostat right in between. Here it is, like this is where it's at, and it'll
Hmm.
just start dripping water, literally. So you'll see the pressure coming out, and it'll start just dripping, and literally, I mean, it's gone. And because right now it's so damn hot out here, it allows for the car to be a lot more hotter. That it's crazy. It's like just
Right.
spilling it out. So I'm trying to figure out if I need to just replace this, and then so yeah.
So you said and that was Friday when we were gonna record, and then yesterday I think you overslept. But you said you were up late recording, so you made a new video
Yeah,
or
so I
just a
have
new song.
new video. in the works. So I already have a couple songs I have to just kind of fix, but I have a
Yeah.
new features for like a video. So I'm excited because right now, look, the response, the last video, check it out, 60,000 views, and the other one was almost 100,000 views, and they're still going up.
Oh,
So,
nice.
so
Nice.
you know, I'm trying to, I'm trying to do at least one more before the either by the beginning of July, drop something really quickly, and then from there, I'm trying to do a like this really cool road trip. So I'm moving to
Yeah.
Texas, and my
Wait,
apartment, like just, huh?
you're moving to Texas?
I might move to Texas for a couple of months just because with music and everything. All right, so I have a group, right? But my friends, they finally just got their my friend just finally got his tooth fixed. And
Hmm.
so for myself right now is I'm like, I want to stay closer to California where it comes to doing music, you know, like America's Got Talent. So
Right,
my
right.
so it's like it's smarter for me, and I'm only going to the East Coast if I have to do any shows. I need to stay in the West Coast, kind of go back and forth. And this sounds crazy, but I want to try to get this vocal surgery. I used to have my voice used to be higher, but doing cadence in the military, I tore an actual yeah, I tore
Wow.
an actual not like a ligament, but you know, like an actual vocal cord. And
Yeah.
so that made my voice actually lower. And I'm realizing this, so I'm trying to see what I can do properly for therapy to get that fixed, and then that's it. Once doing all the vocal stuff I got to do, and apply for
That's
America's Got
funny
Talent.
because my daughter just got her master's degree and she's a
Nice.
speech pathologist.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
so actually if you notice
Uh-huh.
the background is different.
It is. That's why I was like,
Yeah,
the boys. Like,
I'm back
okay.
indoors. So
All right.
I ain't got to worry about got to worry about the heat or the cold. I mean, I got a heater out there in the
Mm-hmm.
bunker,
In the
but
bunker. Came
so
topside today.
yeah, you gonna
Nice.
you gonna send me another song for this episode?
Yes, I got you with a
How
new
many you
song.
got? How many do you have?
I have a lot, but I have a whole entire other album and individual work right now. So
Mhm.
about to make 8 more songs this week. So yeah, yeah. It's time to let's
No,
get
man,
it.
I appreciate
No, I
you and
appreciate the
Anna
shares.
being here, man. I mean, you're both busy as all hell. Got so much stuff going on. Oh yeah.
That's it.
Speaking of we were talking about Israel bombing Beirut.
Hmm.
Did you hear about when Trump cussed out Netanyahu because they were hitting
No.
Lebanon?
I kind of heard a little bit about it, but I didn't know he went full attack mode because I was wondering why Trump was all over the news, like on every single newscast. It was crazy.
He was cussing him out. He's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" This is all secondhand. People told the
Hmm.
reporters and stuff what was said. There's no videos or anything. Supposedly he said, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You'd be in fucking jail if it wasn't for me," or just going off on him like a bad
Hmm.
child that isn't
Exactly.
behaving.
For real though.
God, I would love to have that video. That'd be sweet, but there isn't one.
There isn't?
No, there's no video. Like I said, it was all secondhand. People were
Oh, okay.
reporting it to the news, or they all pay for information like that. You know how that goes.
It might be in Al Jazeera. You never know, right?
Right. Uh, all right, I'm gonna share some. I got some clips I want to share.
All right.
Let's see how this. Oh, first I want to play the one that Anna sent. All right. So is this coming up?
Okay.
No, it's not. Hold on.
Are you sharing screen?
The Ebola outbreak. But thankfully, the people are not having it.
Currently, I am in
My
the
bad. It's
Democratic
about
Republic of the
Ebola.
Congo for a couple months, okay? And there's no Ebola here. Everyone is living the best life. No one is panicking.
Mining gold is one of the top businesses over there, and it releases high levels of arsenic, which leads to arsenic poisoning. And arsenic poisoning and Ebola have the same symptoms. And again, they're using the same fraudulent PCR test to see if you have it. Even Tedros from the WHO came in for a photo op. This guy claims it's so deadly, but he walks around with no protective gear. Same with CNN.
Illy, you
and
can
guess
hear
what?
this, right?
Moderna just landed
I
a
can hear
$50
it.
million
Okay.
funding to create an Ebola mRNA vaccine. And the funding came from CEPI, which is bankrolled by the Gates Foundation. You can't make this up. The question becomes, why the Congo? This country sits on top of almost $500 billion worth of gold. And as war expands, gold takes value. Congo also leads the world in lithium, copper, and cobalt. Exactly what you need to build these electric cars and data centers. There's no coincidences here. You poison the people or use something that's already there. You build a narrative to control the area and you drain the resources. So just like every other pandemic, this story needs to stay where it belongs.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not think of that. You know what's crazy? And it's all the natural resources that you get there. From especially gold, then the diamonds, but in different areas. That's kind of interesting to know because it's like, what is the purpose of promoting the whole Ebola when if there's two different symptoms? Especially with arsenic, it's like they don't want to show that, or what is it? Are you trying to get funding, or are you trying to hide it? Like conspiracy.
Well, it starts out with like fear mongering because when people are afraid, they don't make good decisions. Or I'm pretty sure, I don't remember, we were talking about Ebola a couple weeks ago with Anna, and thanks Anna, that she sent me that clip. And I'm pretty sure I said something about Bill Gates being involved in it. And sure enough, he's got something to do with it, if not almost everything.
I mean, think about it. When he sleeps, how much money is he making when he sleeps? Every breath he takes. So,
right.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, I got another clip. Alex Jones.
Okay, let's see. Here it is.
All the way. I'm energized. I'm awake. I'm not dead. People ask me how the hell I could have so much energy when I come in here, and I'm not like this in person. They're creating a world government mark of the beast. 2.2 billion people just got told they can't use certain words. They're announcing giant cult-like brainwashing. They're teaching 5-year-olds how to suck cock in public school. They are sitting there doing everything you could ever freaking imagine, killing babies after they're born. And the churches are such Pharisees, they're worried that I just talked about sucking cock instead of killing babies and chucking their damn organs out. And the open world.
Damn.
That's an old clip, but I used to play it a lot because it's funny. It's not I mean, Alex Jones can be funny about pretty much anything. What he's talking about is definitely not funny, but the way he goes about it is pretty comical. I can't help it. I love that dude. And I know he's a bullshitter. I know he's a performer. Just like Trump. Trump is the same way. He's pretty much an actor. And but I love him. He's hilarious. Those two guys are just a joy to watch and listen to them.
They really are, though.
But I got a more recent clip from Alex Jones, and he's talking about Bill Gates. Talking about Bill Gates, why he doesn't want us to eat beef. So, all right, let me find it.
I mean, he's
They've
come
been
back.
obsessed with getting us off of beef for at least 70 years. There's a lot of reasons for that. But if you study the whole world where cows are in Africa, Europe, Latin America, the U.S., most farming is sustained by cattle ranching with it. And cows are so magic. They just eat grass. You get all this good stuff from it: milk, cheese, butter, beef. And if you could take cows away from people, which are doing in the Netherlands and Ireland and Sri Lanka, farming totally collapses. And that's what Bill Gates wants, to make you eat synthetic fake meat grown from the tumors. They've been obsessed with
Oh, that's good. Like pus and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, people get into that. It's like, like, oh,
I forget the word that you have to look for in the grocery store. Damn it. All right. So when you go to the grocery store, if it says cell cultured or cultivated meat, stay away from that shit, because it was grown in a lab. It's like what they was
Oh
that
my God.
Burger King that first came out with Impossible Burger or whatever. What was it called?
the Impossible Whopper. Yep.
Okay, the Impossible Whopper.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I could not stay far enough away from that shit. I told my kids, I said, don't touch it. But
I tried it once, and
did you?
yes,
It
and
tasted
that-
like a Whopper, right?
No, it really didn't.
No?
I was actually so disappointed because I'm like, I got it charred broiled, got it, and I was
Yeah.
like, all it tastes is like the smoke. Like it wasn't even like a good taste where, like, there's a smokiness effect, like there was a bacon or like a salmon. It was literally just like a smoky taste, and I was like, I literally feel like they just grabbed the buns, put it somewhere, and just trapped air. I was like, here you go. So I never ate it.
Did you
after
throw
that.
it out or did you
Yeah, I didn't.
finish it?
No. I took it out and I just ate the sandwich itself with like lettuce, tomatoes. I ate the
Good for
fries.
you. Yeah, that stuff is God. It's got to be poison. Just like all this shit they're doing with mRNA, I don't trust any of it.
Hmm. I don't blame you though.
So I got to go back home next weekend.
Hmm.
Only reason I go back is because of my dad. If it wasn't for him, I'm never going back to. I hate that town. My family back home is like mostly. There's a lot of bikers.
Oh, wow, okay.
So I'm not gonna say the name of the. They're in a bike group, right? And it's
Oh.
it's pretty well known. Yeah.
Okay.
So I remember when I first went to the clubhouse, right?
Hmm.
It was when I first started. So I go in there and it's a beautiful bar, man. And the dude that invited me in, he goes, "Hey, you want a beer?" I said, "Yeah." I'm like, "How much I owe you?" He's like, "You gotta pay for this shit. It's all free." I'm like, "You're telling me I can sit here and drink all night for free?" So we're sitting there. I'm sitting there getting fucked up, and there's people over here fucking on the floor. It was
Oh
just
shit.
it was crazy, man. But I kept going back because everything's free. You know what I mean?
That's hilarious.
And
That's
then
funny.
but it led to my felony because I got into it with one of them one night.
Hmm.
And he was bigger than me, and so he was also a Marine at some point,
Oh.
and he was really stubborn. And like I said, he was bigger than me, so I just told him to stay down. Well, he wouldn't stay down, so he kept getting up,
Oh.
and I beat the shit out of him so bad that when the cops came, by the time the cops got there,
Hmm.
he lost consciousness while they were asking him questions, and so they took him to ICU.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went to I lived in Akron, but the
Mm-hmm.
next town over is called Cuyahoga Falls, which is really
Mm-hmm.
uppity. Well, that was the police department that picked me up. We used to call it Caucasian Falls. That's what type of town it was. It was like
Okay.
up,
Well,
you know, upper class. You know, they all have money and everything.
mm-hmm.
So I wake up in jail. But I've been arrested so many times. No big deal, right? Bar fights,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I wake up. They let me go home. Then I got to come back to court at some point, right? I wake up in Cuyahoga Falls. I went to court and they set my bond at $750,000.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm never getting out. But like maybe like 2 weeks went by, and
mm-hmm.
the dude got out of the hospital. He didn't want to press charges, of course, but the
Mm-hmm.
city picked it up.
Mm.
And so my mom had to sign her house. They dropped it to 10%, 75,000. And so
Oh,
my
wow.
mom had to sign her house over, saying that I would return to court. It was a mess, man. I try to stay when something like that happens, I try to change
Mm-hmm.
my group that I'm hanging out with, you know what I mean? But it was all my fault
Yes,
really, but you know,
I agree with you on that.
yeah.
But damn, I
I
mean,
don't even remember how I started talking about that.
like the
Oh, because I
bikers.
got to go home next weekend. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
But we'll still record. You going to be good for Friday?
Hey, I'll be good.
All right,
Shit.
sweet.
Make sure you're alive. You're not over here kicking someone's ass or beating up some Marine, you know?
Oh no, I'm not.
I know.
I used to be so crazy, man. And you know what? I think so. All right. So I boxed for 20 years, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Took a lot of shots to the head, and I've been through 2 windshields.
Damn.
I mean, I literally went through one, not so much the other one. The one I went through, I was laying on the hood of the car, and the dude left me. He thought I was dead, so he was drunk. So he
Mm-hmm.
just started walking. He thought he was going to get manslaughter or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I woke up and I'm like, I turn around, I look, he's halfway up the street. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
John. He turns around like, oh shit, man, I thought you were dead. I'm like, so you just left me? Right.
Like,
But the other one, I didn't go all the way through, but the shape of my head was like in the window. You know,
mm-hmm.
you know,
I know
have
exactly
you
what
ever
you're talking
seen
about.
yeah, it doesn't break all the way, but it'll like the shape of my face. It was actually my face, not my head. It hit my head at first, and then it kind of rolled up.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, so I kind of lived by myself. I was probably like 17,
Mm-hmm.
and so my mom caught my dad messing around, and
Hmm.
she took my sister. Well, she kicked him out. He moved in with his girlfriend. And then she took my sister to California to stay with my aunt because she had like a nervous breakdown, pretty much. And so I'm like, I'm not going to California, you know? So
Mhm.
I basically stayed there. I had this whole house to myself. And so it became like a party house. Like everybody would just crash there. Everybody was drinking. It was like a flop house. People would just come and go as they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And then my dad was a truck driver, so every once in a while he would stop by at like 3 or 4 in the morning and just throw people out.
Oh
You
my
know?
goodness.
Yeah. But anyway, the whole point was he came over one day. So the dude that crashed that car where my head didn't go all the way through,
Mm-hmm.
course, he couldn't drive it anymore because the window was ruined. So he asked me, could he put it in my garage? I'm like, yeah. So we drove it to the house and put it in the garage. And my dad came over one day and he's like, whose car is that in the garage? I said, Joe Brown. He's like, what happened to the window? I said, that was from my face. He just shook his head like, yeah. He just shook his head like, you got something wrong with you. You know that?
I'm
My
like, what
dad's
the?
hilarious. That's,
You got a strong face. How's that? You
I
definitely.
guess.
Yeah,
I chipped my
like-
tooth. I chipped my tooth on a 40. So the 40 broke, and then I had cuts all over my face because I was holding a 40,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I chipped my tooth. I thought it was on the 40, but it could have been on the windshield, whatever.
Damn.
But the whole reason I started talking about that is I've heard that, and I'm not making excuses for any of the things I've done,
Mhm.
but I've heard that like head trauma can make you kind of wild. Like, have you ever heard about it? So the part of your brain that
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the exact terminology.
Depending on the.
It controls impulses and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it makes people wild when they take a lot of head damage, right? So like remember Sam Kinison, the comedian?
I think so.
Supposedly he got hit by a car when he was a kid, and then he just got super crazy. He's the one that used to go, he would get out, he used to wear a trench coat and he would like scream.
Oh, huh.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And he
Yeah.
was in a couple of movies. Same thing with Roseanne Barr. Like she used to be like super normal.
Mm-hmm.
And then she got hit by a car and the hood ornament literally like went into her head.
Oh, wow.
I'm surprised she's still alive, but everybody said after that
Mm-hmm.
she just got like super crazy and wild. You know what I mean?
I believe that too. Because of TBI,
Yeah.
basically. It's your TBI can cause something where like the swelling of your brain too. And
Yeah.
it can get really bad because then after, depending on what part of the cerebral cortex it is, it
Yeah.
does cause that. Yeah, that's crazy though.
But I mean, the brain is an amazing thing, but I've heard it go the other way. Like somebody would get like a head injury, and next thing you know, they're like they have like, I want to say like spiritual gifts, but like they can they hear things from maybe God or angels or something like that. It just depends. Like, I mean, the brain is I don't think the doctors fully understand what they're really dealing with, but that can be in so many different occasions, man. Like we were talking about, it's not necessarily a doctor, but these scientists that are making this lab grown meat, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. You know, they shouldn't, there's no way they should be playing God trying to recreate
The food.
anything
Yeah.
or let alone food, but now they're doing like cloning people, cloning organs. They're playing God, man. It's I would strongly advise against any of that shit. First of all, that's probably one of the, they may not word it that way, but that's probably one of the worst sins you can do. You know, it seems like to me, just the whole idea of cloning meat, cloning organs, cloning human beings, which they are doing. They're not going to you're not going to ever hear about it, but they are doing that.
Definitely.
That's probably one of the worst sins you can you can partake in. It seems to me, it seems like satanic or something like that. Know what I mean?
growing livers like out of on rats and everything from the back, and it can help. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
it's understandable. Fun facts as we're staying on topic with the brain. So something I learned this week from one of my courses was that kind of crazy, but so individuals that have schizophrenia, I found out that their body produces more dopamine and serotonin. So how we're happy, the chemicals that release the endorphins for us to just be happy in general. People who have schizophrenia actually end up having like a higher dosage than the average person. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, I want to do some like independent research on it where basically what allows for that? What's that dopamine exactly like when someone's going through? I'm not schizophrenic, so I wouldn't know, but individuals that for the future that I've met or anything have told me they're schizophrenic is kind of like, do you feel like a euphoric situation? Do you, when you hallucinate, does that extra euphoria give you that happiness that allows you to hallucinate and see things? Or we know it's a medical, like it's a chemical imbalancement, why are you why is the happiness, the actual, you know what I mean, like the actual chemical that's released in your body, why is it
Right.
released more at that time? So I don't know, like, can you get so happy you get delusional? Like,
Right. Well,
so
there's a whole other explanation that I've heard from the dude's name is Jerry Marzinski, and
mhm.
he used to work at an insane asylum.
Oh wow.
But he's been making his rounds on like conspiracy podcasts and stuff like that. He has reason to believe that it's like demonic possession, and there really is like a voice inside of them that they can hear. And so, I mean, it makes sense to me. I don't know what you think about that.
I think it could be both. If it's not going to be like an actual chemical imbalancement, then yeah, I do believe that individuals can be possessed, definitely. So it's a battle, spiritual warfare is real.
Yeah, for real. Absolutely. um, I got kind of a creepy clip. This is Justin Bieber
Mhm.
when he was a little kid talking about, was it Usher or Diddy? I can't remember who it was, but he was talking about how they tracked him down.
Mhm.
I guess maybe he was singing on YouTube at first or something.
Mhm.
I'll just shut up and I'll play it. All right. Wait a minute. Let me I'm gonna share the screen first. Okay.
2 or 3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
I was with Usher.
Yeah. Just hanging out with Usher. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was with him about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and yeah,
What was that like? Next thing you know, you have a manager? How did that happen?
he messaged me
Yeah.
on my YouTube, and my mom kind of ignored it. After that, he he looked in the background of my videos and seen that, like, where I lived and stuff. Yeah. And kind of tracked me down.
Yeah.
And it was kind of creepy, actually. Yeah, and then my mom finally just wanted to get rid of him, so she called him back from an unknown number.
Yeah.
But he told my mom a lot of like stuff about him and told me to check him out on Google and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty creepy, right?
Talent. Like they're like, we're gonna make money off you. We're gonna find
Right.
you. They're golden geese.
Um,
Mhm.
yeah. It's just creepy, man. And look how screwed up these people turn out. You know what I mean? When they get them at such a young age, like all these kids that were on Nickelodeon, and
Mhm.
they all have so many problems, man. It's like I would never let any of my kids partake in any of that shit when they're so young. It's like let them play with their friends, man. Like, you know, the Michael Jackson movie. I told you I went and seen that maybe a month ago,
Mm-hmm.
and he definitely didn't turn out normal. You know, I mean, he had like llamas and monkeys for friends because he basically had no childhood. You know, you can't run around the neighborhood playing with the other kids and stuff when you're out doing tours and shit.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Right.
That's real fun.
So we've been going about 45 minutes. I just wanted to make sure and put something out this week because so many people have been messaging and asking what's going on. Like, did you stop or, you know, whatever. So
They love it. They love the show. They love your work. That's it, you know?
hey, you and Anna, I showed you in the group chat, man. The numbers have been going way up since you guys came.
That's
and I
true.
appreciate you guys a lot. Yeah.
Mhm.
But I appreciate the listeners too. So we appreciate all you guys.
Each and every one of y'all. You make a difference.
And we're gonna put another song out from Illy after this episode. I'm looking
Gotcha.
forward to it, man. Every time you send me one, I'm like, man, I don't even speak Spanish. I'm like, man, this song is good, man. I like them all.
I got you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. All right. So if anybody's got any questions, comments, bitches, gripes, complaints, conspiracy soldiers at yahoo.com, conspiracy soldiers on Instagram, YouTube, Patreon, which is free, and Rumble. It's all conspiracy soldiers. Phone number 313-583-7646. Illy, got anything?
Yes. No, just keep staying beautiful and good luck with next week. You know, when you go visit family. So
Oh yeah, it'll be fine.
definitely.
I know how to behave now. I'm old enough.
Right?
Yeah. But
Um,
yeah, so we'll be back Friday. Me, Illy, and Anna. The crew will be back together.
yes, we will.
All right, so check out this next song from Illy coming up right now, and Conspiracy Soldiers is going dark.
Peace, guys.